Good morning, good evening, and good day to you people. Welcome back to Hitpoint Inn. My name is Revolt. Today we are continuing with Age of Wonders 4 with our little ratling people. With vermin, with our Dot Masters 5000. And I've been looking and I've been thinking on how to proceed. Well, I haven't really been thinking long. I'm just going to be eliminating the threat over here. So I'm really going to be bonking threats on the head as they appear, as they come, until I reach a late game stack when we can go on the offensive. That's pretty much it. So next order of business when it comes to our units will be to start setting up a Chaos Eater front line. Now, I'm not sure if this is going to work in any way, shape, or form, but we'll try it out. The stats kind of indicate that they should be fine. Let me just compare them to... Let me quickly compare the Chaos Eaters with other Tier 4 and Tier 3 Battle Mages. Just to see if they should be up to the task at hand. So, Chaos Eaters are at 110 HP with 4 physical, 4 resistance. Let's check the Transmuter. Transmuter is sitting on a 95 with 3-3. Not actually bad. What else? I guess Awakener from High Culture. Let's check them. 75-2-2, so a lot more glass cannon, a lot more squish, but Tier 3, not Tier 4. How about the Druid of the Cycles? Although the Druid of the Cycles is a, what's it called? A support unit. 100 HP, so less HP. 3 physical, 5 resistance. It's a little bit better against magic. Stormbringer? Skirmisher, 104-4. Yeah, look, it's even tankier than this guy. Not by much. Not by much. Okay, I guess we're gonna check a dedicated front. Look at that. Okay, so the Chaos Eater has 1 less resistance than the Pyre Templar. Come on. It's meant to be used as a front line, not as a second line, from the looks of it. Okay, this might work. This might be good. It's fine. Now, in preparation for the Chaos Eater Awakening, I'm thinking of building some extra... Well, besides the fact that I'm going to be sending these to battle in a sec, I'm thinking of building some extra mana generation buildings. Not in Knoxville, sadly. In Knoxville, we're just going to let that Wizard Tower Apex come into play. Might even rush it as the Chaos Eaters get researched. We'll see. Okay. What about this? The Stonemasons. If I rush this, I'm not going to have enough for a Mana Obelisk. I'm going to have to wait for 1 more turn. Then over in Stoneforge, is there anything that I can build? I can go for the Monolith. That's going to be ready in 5 turns for now. Underground Laboratory. Herbalist for 5 food, 5 mana. And then +2 based on forests and swamps around. Ritual Pyre, but I'm not really seeing any forests down here, so no. Okay, gonna hit the Monolith in there. Good, I'm sitting on 600 Imperium. What's the plan here? 3 out of 4 cities. If I were to build a city here... Well, I'm going to be having problems with those guys that are encroaching on my territory, so I guess that's not going to be any further than that. Maybe set up a teleporter there for later use to fast travel in between. Another option would be to grab... Actually, no. Another option would be to grab this. Magic Origin Unit Upkeep. Just grab it now. because I do have some Magic Origin units, and that's going to be increasing my per turn mana generation to scrounge up some mana. Whispering Stones, gain Whispering Stone, can gain the tribute of other dudes. No. Throne City and cities that share a border with a Throne City. Okay, let's get that going. There's just one city, I think, that's connected, but that's still gonna be an economic boost. Because wasn't really saving that for anything else. I am gonna be leaving around 200 Imperium to grab another city, though. Yeah. That's gonna be that. By the way, Blitz, DD, good morning. Forgot to mention, I did say good morning in the chat, but still, good morning. Okay, and then you guys need to rest so that Alaric's army will be able to catch up. And we'll see what that enemy's gonna do. You move east. Try to reach that tower. Why, hello there, giant frost dragon. Okay. Did you see the skill tree on Path of Exile 2? What the heck is that? It's quite similar to the skill tree in Path of Exile 1. The only major difference is that now the skill tree in Path of Exile 2 is a lot more offense oriented, while the skill tree in Path of Exile 1 also had defense, HP, utility, and defensive stats. It was a little bit more hard to balance, though, because of that. And it would kind of... In Path of Exile 1, you have a bigger chance of fudging a build than in Path of Exile 2, so it's actually it's simplified in Path of Exile 2. Haha. Did you know that? And you can actually play Path of Exile 1. It's a free game. It looks more complicated to you? Okay. I'm not really following on how, but sure. What seems to be more complicated about it? Boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I wonder if I can get away. I don't think I can get out of this situation. Unless I maybe make a run for it for the hills. Okay, let's try doing that. I'll try to escape to the hills. You're fine. Do I need to cast anything? Not yet, because we don't have any support units. No point. No point. End turn. They're gonna destroy one of my huts. Oh no, not my hut. Anything but me hut. And we're just gonna move on with that. I guess I could work on connecting this city to try to connect this city to the capital and get an economic boost. That should be nice. And didn't look to see what's going on over on this side. I really hope that the Rays of Winter are gonna cover more. Hey BB, good morning. What did the Indian gods say when a peasant asked for a better life? Maybe try to turn yourself off and on again. Ha ha, reincarnation joke, nice. Oh, the dude is gonna go and harass the enemy province now. That's interesting. Because now we can jump on these guys a little bit. And destroy. New power development, what do we got going? Provinces with forest province features grant +2 stability. Could get teleporter. And then in 2 turns I would have enough Imperium for another city, so I'll go with that. Bringing the teleporters online is going to be a good idea, even though it's going to be costing me some mana. Do you get more good items in brutal difficulty? No. No, you don't really get any benefits from going for brutal difficulty. You found that funny in Fallout 4. You got legendary weapons and enemies right away, making the hardest difficulty easier. Well, if you manage to kill a few of the legendaries and get their loot, then yes. There are video games where you increase the difficulty, you also get rewarded. If I remember correctly, there was was it Grim Dawn? Or maybe no, not Path of Exile. There was a hack and slash RPG where if you increase the difficulty, you receive bonus experience. I think it was Diablo 3, right? In Diablo 3, you receive bonus experience? For increasing the difficulty? I like those types of games. Where if you increase the difficulty, things get more reward, higher risk but higher reward. I think, what was it? Not Fallout. Stalker did that as well. Where increasing the difficulty made all weapons more deadly, and made enemies less of HP sponges. So they did that, which is cool. Yeah. Ruined province can be rebuilt someday. Can we not reach? Really? I could kind of get this around, but... Okay, let's move in and see. I want to take this ritual circle out as fast as possible. There. And then I have a unit that can still move and get the kill. Okay, I'm sorry, I sneezed and I need to blow my nose. I don't have a napkin here. I'll be right back. Okay, 1 minute. There we go, and I'm back. Thank you for that. Really rustled my Jim Jams. Fiend or foe? As your troops engage the group of fiends... Right, wait, this is a pursuer? Bind the pursuer. Tier 1 dark rodents. Let's see what does this dude have. Quick reflexes, overwhelm tactics, and adaptable. That's not really going to be helping me out. He will be affected by my... Well, will he? He should be affected by all of the dot effects. He's just not going to be getting the Vessels of Chaos upgrade if I'm going to be getting them. But I don't want to fight. Actually, it's going to be giving us some good experience, so maybe we do want to fight. Let's do it. We do have the overwhelming numbers this time around. And I just have to accept the fact that units will die. We're on brutal difficulty. It's war. It's normal for me to lose units here and there. The moment where I shouldn't be losing units will be in the late game. Also, I do love the color of the tips of the weapons. It looks so good. Having that beautiful blight blade with a little bit of searing on top, like that. I like that a lot. Definitely want to get obsidian weapons in as well. From the looks of it, that's the main force. I'm thinking of bringing these guys on the center side and just practically turn my entire formation towards the north. I think that would be the sound tactical move. Yeah. Okay, so with that in mind, and of course that should outrun some of the enemies, and they're gonna have to take a bit of time to reach my lines, my positions. So with that in mind, let's set up a formation here. You're okay. There. Gremlin on the front. And Twined Protector hide in here for now. Blitz will stay on this side. Bring you further back here. And then Dark Knight over here. Okay. And then with these guys, I'm going to be approaching this side. If I position them here, my range units will not be able to shoot over this little peaky thingy. The peaky thingy is in the way. But I'm going to put the Grimbeak Crows in danger's way to try to bait the enemy into a bad spot. I'll try to see if I can shoot over the hill. We'll see. But I have my doubts that it's going to work. Nightguard's going to go on the flank. Reflector's going to come from behind. And is there anything that I need to cast, to buff, to do, to... Nothing? Okay. Actually, pull that... Yeah. Pull them back by 1 hex. I do like how these, even though we don't have any harnesses on the bears, they do look cool. And the bears do look like some weird experiments that the vermin did on them. And there's the damage. Oh, that teleports my gremlin out of position. That's adorable. Now they're just gonna get murderalized. Yeah, that's great. That's what I love. Okay, here they come. Let's see. Do I go for some healing roots on this boy? Yeah, I don't really want him to die. Gonna go for some regen healing roots on him. Do we go for the charge here? Is this the move? These boys are kind of out of position. And they're just outside of my fire evocation. It's so smart of them. So smart. I hate it. What's the plan here? How far can I fire? I can actually hit those guys for a pretty decent chunk of damage. Yeah, I think we just bait them into our positions a little bit further. So I'm gonna do it like that. Pull the boys back a little bit. Gremlins are gonna come all the way over here. Hopefully they're not gonna get teleported in a weird spot. I'm gonna try to taunt. Ah, I resisted my charms. You resisted my wicked charms. How dare you. Position here. This side, and then all the way in the back with these boys. Try not to get them in harm's way. That's an okay spot. Okay spot. Guess I could form a little bit of a flanking maneuver here. Something like this. And we're just gonna light that guy up. Good hit, good crit. No. Are there any approaching patterns? Let's see. Practically it would be these 3 tiles here. Okay, let's try to cover it and see what happens. I doubt it's gonna work though. I doubt it's gonna make the AI run around or something like that. One stack of burning, this should be fine. Okay, and turn, let's see what happens. Come on, you bastards. Move forward. No, he's just gonna shoot, yep. It's a good thing they're still in defense mode. Kind of exposing themselves a little bit there. Misfortune has been cast. Gonna shoot on the Grimbeaks, yep. And I think it's time for us to punch it. There's the attack. We retaliate. Good stuff. Okay, it's go time. It's go time. Give that man a little bit of a pick-me-up. We hit 3 units with that. Sure. Let's get it started. Ain't much. Yeah, we would want to run that thing down. So position here. Position here, you actually go for the kill. There we go. We got stunned, that's great. And by great, I mean not great at all. I'm gonna move in and start... Wait, what? I'm berserk? You're kidding. Well, let's take the closest enemy, so that's fine. So can I reset the berserked unit and it's just gonna go ham on the enemy? Is that it? Can't really get a range. I mean, I guess I could get a range here, so let's reset you. Yeah, it does! Cool. Kinda wish I had a mind control effect right now. Oh, fire there. Give him a little bit of love. That's some big boy damage. Good. Now let's check the left side of the battlefield. I think these guys are gonna move forward. 90% chance here, 70 on this side. I'll move you here. Hit the gremlins. Good. Gonna try to hit the big guy. Good stuff. Good stuff. We got him out of defense mode. Flicker, you're gonna take out those doggies, hopefully. If not, the pursuer will do so. I get a better position, maybe. Let's, cause problems to them as well. I'm gonna move up, finish those guys off. You fill that mammoth with the nasties. It's simply the nasties. Gonna be a mega crash. What happened to those guys? Did they oh, did they have the slip away effect? They might have the slip away effect. Crash into them. Goodbye. Can run him down. No, not yet. Not yet. Move forward. Move forward. Yeah, my dudes are doing good damage. Who else still has a turn? My big boy. Actually, I can come over here and hit this guy. There. And then go for the kill. Even though I'm going inside of the nasty zone, I want that thing to go bye-bye. And then I'm going to be placing these guys in front. Who else do we got? Oh, a Flicker over here. I'll use the Entwined boys, because they can take a little bit of a punch. Yeah, our dudes are coming along nicely. Position you on this side. And that's that. That was a good round. Gonna take a little bit of damage. Hey, that actually kills the hound. My Night Guards received some damage, but it fumbled and it fudged all of its attacks. And then that's the Protector that's gonna eat a body and then suck my... No, okay. He's gonna go and slap those Dark Knights. That's fine. Alright, there's the dots on the Chaos Brute. I have no idea what happened. Did that thing explode or something? We move. Hit from the back. Nice. Hit from the front. Nice. And then this dude comes in and just spits on them. Oh, come on! You had one job, man. Fine, the gremlins will have to do it. Yeah, Gremlin Squad unite. The Gremlin Squad. Alright. That worked nicely. We have found the Ring of True Sight. Which is meh. There. Let's see if I can bring the boys into friendly territory. I'm gonna go ahead and repair that hut. I'm not even sure if it's worth the money. Blitz has gained renown level, and he has fulfilled his major ambition. Oh yeah, because he killed the Juggernaut! Personally slay an undead or fiend unit of tier 4+ in combat. He did, and now he's a preacher. Which means all of my units now have Faithful and Zeal, so now they do some extra spirit damage. Which ain't bad, if I do say so myself. Yeah. And interestingly enough, if the enemy is in the Weakening Cloud, from the Alchemy book, I don't really remember the exact name of that spell, and they receive spirit damage, there's a chance that they're going to be condemned. It's perfect. It's all coming together. And yes, I will go ahead and build the item building so we can start giving the boys some good kush, some delicious gear, some Destructo discs. He's not the one who leveled up though. Tina leveled up. Okay, so with Tina, I can get Wildfire Strikes. I'm not exactly sure if this is... Will this add to base attacks? I see, and this is not considered a base attack, so it's not going to be affecting Fire Evoker. If it's not going to be affecting Fire Evoker, to be honest, this entire spell is so disappointing. I'm just going to start going into the curse tree. Let's get the curse going. So this curse is currently adding Burning, Electrified, Sunder Defense, Fan the Flame, Sunder Resistance, and Weakened. Yeah. You're not going to be having a good time. Oh, those dragons actually didn't go for me. That's perfect. I'm just going to run this guy off into the distance and send him over the mountain. Alright, got a new unit rocking over here. Do I even need an extra unit right now in this stack? No, they seem to be fine, so you just hang around, I'd say. Just chill in case I need you. Oh, nice, we have a new road now to the north. That's good. So yeah, just stay and defend the capital for right now. No Druid with cycles as of yet. Do I rush any buildings? Not that one. Someday soon, probably next turn. And then down below in the Stone Forge, no. End turn. I actually can't, well, I can trespass, but it would be a bad move. I can't attack their unit. The remains of this ritualist circle, blah. I guess they're raiding that place, I'm not seeing a timer there. Then they're actually pulling it off or something. Well, I guess we're just gonna go away now, right? Just gonna travel back to the south. Maybe march on Incantatum and just take that city. Well, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clear out Lob's Hollow, for starters. A new rally has started. They're giving me access to Living Fogs. They're also giving me access to extra Dark Knights. They're not a bad unit. They do pack a punch. How much does a Dark Knight cost me? Oh, hey there! Holy shit! We got an Entwined Protector! Hey, they evolved! Finally! We have a tank on the front line. That's awesome! This tank is going to be able to provide extra defenses to the Night Guard, so now we have a decent front. Good stuff. Do you boys have anything like that? Clearly, this gremlin will evolve into God. No, he won't. He is just going to have some extra crit as he levels up. Those guys still need 11. But still... New Empire development. When you win in battle, you have a chance of receiving a Tier 1 or a Tier 2 unit. Depends on how we're going to be gaining losses from here on out. Breastplate of the Champion would be good on our on Blitz, but... On our tank, I wanted to say, but he has a name. He's not just the tank, he's a Blitz. This is going to be able to be rushed later. Give me the stonemasons now so I can get... what? The mana obelisk? You know what? Give me the interrogation dungeon. Yeah. Now that that city can actually build stuff, it'll be good. Sadly I won't be able to connect Stoneforge. Won't be able to connect Stoneforge to Knoxfell for the increased economy boost. But it is what it is. Okay, so since those guys are occupied, let's go ahead and send a squad in Lob's Hollow. So I'm going to be sending Hero Man, Blitz. I'm going to send Alaric. I'll send Tina. Okay, so we have 2 ranged and 1 melee. So I'm going to be needing 2 melee. I'll send one of the Dark Knights. And I'll send the Entwined Protector. And then I would like a Afflictor, most likely. But an Afflictor that has the potential of leveling up into a champion with extra range. So... Actually, let's see. He's almost there. Nope, not even close. Okay, yep. This is the guy. This is the guy. Alright, let's get in there and see what we're facing. Fuck off, Blint. We don't care. Eerily approach. Set fire to the webbings around. No, don't set fire to the webbings. We'll set fire to it ourselves. Jesus F. Crikey. That's a lot of bugs. That's a lot of legs, man. That's a lot of frickin' legs. I don't like this one bit. For those who don't know, I have a particular disgust with insects. They just give me the heebie-jeebies. Anything that has more than 3 legs, I have a problem with. Yeah, me no likey. Okay, I think we're gonna run it like that. Then smack in the middle, it's gonna be Tina. I'm gonna be on the side there. And then we put the Grim Beak in front of the Dark Knight, because the Dark Knight is not really meant to tank, he's meant to slap shit. I'm gonna be able to use the healing sap later, and now we just wait for the enemy to come. Our formation is ready. We're gonna take a little bit of Damaggio, but it is what it is. They're gonna scurry about. Do I cause any problems on the way? No, I think I just let them approach. There's gonna be some hunter spiders that are gonna jump around. Yeah, I think we're just gonna let them approach. I don't have the range. I will have the range next turn, though. Okay, next turn. So you're saying I don't like people on crutches? That's still 4 legs, right? If the crutch has 4 poles, which gives the person 6 legs, in theory, then yes, I don't like them. They scare me. Sure. They freak me the fuck out. I can't handle it, man. Let's cause some problems. We're gonna start filling this thing full of holes. Actually, let's start off with this. Gonna be applying a lot of love. I assume that's a jumpy spider, so I'll reposition the Grimbeak on this side. Try to hit that thing with a taunt. Perfect. I'm gonna let the Afflictor start wailing on it. Ah, the amounts of problems that thing has now. So, how many did we add? He's afflicted, 2 stacks of bleeding, 1 of burning, 1 decay, electrified, 3 misfortunes, 5 weakened, and 1 poisoned. Yep. That's a bit of Damaggio, and for safe measures, we'll cover that approach. And I'm not gonna go for a reset yet. Do I crash or should I wait? And let the... Well, he will take a big bite out of me if I let him do it. Seems I can't move. Immobilized. Ah, yeah, the enemy did it. The enemy did this to me. Send in the Dark Knight to crash. Okay, send it to the Dark Knight to crash. It's fine. It's gonna give it some HP. And I'll just provide a shield. Okay, let's see what happens. There's a possibility that this jumping spider will jump in here and cause problems. Oh, Dead killed one of the spiders. Yep, I called it. Wait, did... Ah, he blinded me, so that cancelled my, what's it called? It cancelled my retaliation attack. Okay, and he takes all of the damage. 8... 16, 20, 28 damage. Alright. Finish you off. Good. Do a lot of damage to the flanks of that spider. Is it enough damage to finish it with the Grimbeak? Yes! Get humiliated by the Grimbeak Crow. The token monster. Well, the Grimbeak Crow does have 12 damage on its attack, and it's a repeating attack, so that's the equivalent of a tier 2 unit. Not bad. I think I tell you to apply some extra effects to you. Ah, shit. That hit my boy. That hit my boy. That's not okay. Let's heal everybody up a bit. I'll take a few pot shots too. Good. I don't think I'm going to be able to retreat from that spot. Actually, no, I'm immobilized. I won't be able to retreat at all. So just give him a good old wallop. We're getting some HP back. And then we just finish it off with Blitz. Again, the problem appears where I'm better off killing the unit and then just waiting for the dots to take their effect. In which scenario would I be able to put dots on the enemy and then just step back to let the dots do the damage? I guess with a Dragoon fleet? So we go Reaver Culture, we apply all of the effects on the weapons, and then we just get a big pile of Dragoons. And then the Dragoons would move in, they would shoot the enemy, apply stupid amounts of dots, and then they move back in a more defensive position, and they would just keep on kiting the enemy while they would die from the dot effect. Oh. And I guess it would have a good synergy with the Reavers because you would just apply the dot effects pretty effectively with Mage Locks and then eventually with cannons. So it should be okay. Now I'm just gonna give that boy a little bit more love. Anti-magic tincture would have been a better idea there, but it's fine. Are they also slowed by the webs? I feel like they are. We'll do some love taps. It ain't much. Good crit. And then just eat him. And I think... Oh yeah, that was a summon, so the battle's over. I wonder if I receive the experience for killing the summon as well. I don't know. After the spiders are dealt with, you can search the cave with ease, and we find several cocoons and a dude from Gragtor. Send her home or in prison. Nah, we're just gonna send her home. Yeah. Or send him home or whatever. That allows us to grab Lob's Hollow. It's not allowing me to grab this. And I won't be able to break the... okay, so I will never be able to connect. I guess I take the hut. It's fine, Blint won't mind, and if he does mind, I'm just gonna attack him. Huh. I guess maybe I should attack him. How are we doing, Mr. Blint? Settle grievances. I mean, if he attacks me. Do I have any declarations of friendship? Nope, that's fine. That's okay. Hero leveled up. Blitz leveled up. Perfect. And now he can finally get endless amounts of retaliation. He is now full of retaliation. So I can finally replace that veteran pike with something else. What would I give you? Do I give you a shield with Defense Master? Well, okay, so he is getting something beneficial from the veteran pike. He does have charge resistance because of it. So we have a decision to make. We will eventually go for either Brace Defense or a Defensive Master, but I can give the Defensive Master effect on a shield, or I can keep a polearm and get Brace Defense. What would be better? I think getting Defensive Master on the shield would allow me to be a little bit more aggressive. Well, never mind, actually, I would just get Defensive Master. I guess I have to compare the stats of a two-handed weapon or pike, tier 4, and a one-handed sword, one-hander, tier 4, and see how they do. Did they provide you the same stats? Okay, that's gonna be an interesting experiment. Oh, Kira. I can actually hire Kira for nothing. That's cool. That's very nice of you, Kira. And she's a spellblade. With a horned bear mount. And a lance. And padded chest. Yeah, okay, you know what? Yeah, let's get Kira. I like the suit. I like the costume. A little bit of magic sprinkled in here and there. What do we got? So this is the Spellblade tree, and I think I have the least amount of experience with the Spellblade. Comes with the Fire Evoker, which kinda sucks. Lightning Evoker into Sundering Evocation. Inflict Electrified, Inflict Burning. Spell Penetration. All attacks ignore 3 resistance and 3 status resistance. Nice. High damage. Ethermancy for blind effects. Melee Mage, so even while we're in melee we serve. Adaptive Armor. Arcfire Burst. All enemies within 2 hexes of you take 30 damage and we enter defense mode. Weaver. Go for the kill. Okay, and then Arcane Skirmisher. Melee attacks grant prepared spell, magic attacks grant prepared strike. So practically we alternate between the two. We go for a spell, we go for a melee attack. We go for a spell, we go for a melee attack. That's gonna max out the damage potential. Frontline Fighter. Sunder Resistances. Melee and magic gains extra boom boom. Crit. Flanking. When the hero does a critical, extra criticals do extra critical by extra critically. Right. Spellblade Expertise, which is going to be increasing both the damage of melee and ranged. Whenever this unit kills another, it gains 3 fortune. Slippery Knockback Retaliation Resistance. Extra Retaliation. I'm trying to figure out what does the game want. You know, what are the options? You kind of have a pure mage, but he's going to be doing less damage than a pure mage. You kind of go for a skirmisher, but he's going to be weaker than a normal skirmisher. So I guess we try to play around with a combo of Arcane Skirmisher where we weave melee and spells alternately. Because if I want to make him a tank, let's say I want to make him a tank, sure. It would be Frontline Fighter, Vigor, Evasive Strikes, sure. Then you go into Resistance. And Retaliator. Yeah. I don't know. Do you guys see anything? You guys notice something that I'm not? Maybe a build, maybe a way? We're definitely gonna reset, though. Under defense, under resistance. But that's gonna lock me out of pyromancy. This would practically increase our damage by how much? Let's see. So 2 resistance will reduce 19% of the damage I take. So with a 3, it's gonna be what? 20, 24. So this would give me a around 23%, 24% damage increase to my spells. Personally, you go the route that increases damage, but you're insane. No, that's fine, I understand that. I'm just trying to figure out what is the path that increases damage, but you're insane. It would be Arcane Skirmisher into melee training, into Spellblade 1. And then I would have to take Flanking Skirmisher so I can get Spellblade 2 and 3. Good. We would get Keen Edge. I won't be able to get Critical Skirmisher. I can get Grim Executioner. So that would be a 50% increase if it kills somebody. Critical Second Wind. Okay, interesting. So, reset. First and foremost. We'll get... Let's get Initiate of Chaos for the Searing Strikes, as our enemies will be burning. Okay. Then we would have Lightning Evoker. Guaranteed defense and sounder resistance, electrified, spell penetration. Then we stop there. Okay, no. Lightning Evoker, Devastating Evocation, Electromancy, Pyromancy, because that way we're going to be able to add Electrified and Burning on the target. This is only going to be added to the base attacks. Fire damage and burn. Spell pen. All attacks ignore. I think you would get... That's fine. Blind would be an interesting utility. Okay, go Spell Pen. And then I'll get Melee Mage. And once I have Melee Mage, I start running down the Arcane Skirmisher. Yeah. Go running down the Arcane Skirmisher, get Melee Training, get Spellblade, and then crit and all of that jazz. So we're just playing into our build first, into the overarching build. Good. Now, for equipment. Spellblade. Hero classes use both melee and magic. Compatible weapons. Great Weapon, One-Handed Weapon, Shield, Fist Weapon, and Polearm Weapon. Really? You can get a polearm going as well. Also, you can have a mount, which is good. Nice lens you got there, brother. Sadly, that lance doesn't do any elemental damage, so it's not going to be benefiting from the spell penetration. You can give him a Mace of Smiting, which doesn't have... Okay, it does deal extra damage to fiends and undead. Yeah, we're going to have to give him something new. What else would be? One-handed weapon... Right weapon... Shield... Fisty Fists, Polearm. Trying to think. If I give him a Polearm, no more mount. Degrading Greaves, nice. Why is that not on Blitz? Why doesn't Blitz have those bootsy wootsies? Blitz, you must. Acquire the bootsy wootsies. Not bad. 25 HP and 3 extra physical defense. That's a good tank, boy. No, I need the item building. The item builder building so I can actually have a look at what I can cook. Once I know what I can cook, I think that's gonna be the moment where we can make a decision on our little rat boyfriend here. It's a she. Our lady boy. Ring of True Sight. I mean, I guess that flanker is gonna be useful. But I'm probably gonna be using that ring as cooking material. Do I want to adjust the appearance? No, she's fine. What's the plan here? March on the south and try to take these out? Not a bad plan. You just need the units, though. You just need the units. So let's get an afflictor going for you. Gotta go over the mountain, brother. Gotta go across. And then you guys need to spread out again into your own teams. Or we simply bring the teams here. Okay, that squad will have... Not a very powerful front line. There. Plus... Ranger. Okay. This squad requires... Let's see. 1 front, 2 front... 3? Wait. No. God, I don't know where people are supposed to go. No, I think that was Blitz's stack. There. Okay, then this stack requires another front line. I'm so confused how I built on these. What? What? What's going on, man? What's going on? Why can't I tell what I need? And where? Okay, right. Anyway, that definitely has the mage. Good. And then it has a entwined protector. There we go. Then... the rest... should have... what? I don't know, man. Too difficult. Okay, Knight goes in there, I guess. And you go in here. And you have too many ranged. You have too many melee. Yes. That means this entwined protector moves out. One of the Night Guard comes in here. There we go. I did it, guys. I did it. I solved the puzzle of my own making. Are you proud of me? Are you proud of my first world problems? The Spellblade is an arcane warrior? Yes. I am not seeing the funny. Where is the funny you seek, you see, you've noticed? And whatever what the hell's down here. Oh, actually there's an interesting spot where I can make a colony. Let's gather up in the area. And we'll go in and check that out. I mean, if this guy comes back to the south, I'm gonna have to slap him on the wrist. The Arcane Warriors are favorite class in Dragon Age Origin? Oh god, I can't remember the Arcane Warrior. Is that kind of like the Templar? The one that was kind of an anti-mage? Is that the Arcane Warrior? Because I do not remember. Or was the Templar its own class, and the Arcane Mage would separate. It's been a few years since I've played, so yeah. You'll understand if I don't remember. But little did he know that he didn't understand, and he would make a big fuss out of it. Now, it's a mage that uses magic stats as strength stats. Okay. Sounds fun. Were there a lot of ways to increase your magic in Dragon Age Origins? And thus it would be beneficial to grab the Arcane Warrior? That's good. Our friendship with me has ended. Oh no. The jazz music stopped. Well, we got that mana thing. That's great. Alchemy Lab, Herbalist. What the? You're connected with what? I'm sorry? What the fuck? Okay, Alchemist Lab. I guess here? Should be fine. There's a sword called Spellweaver that increases magic stats, but I think it was 5 points. Oh, disgusting. I guess that Spellweaver is literally made for the Arcane Warrior. Sure. Makes sense to me. That should be destroyed on the next turn. Alright, who wants to peek? What's down there? A big penguin. Sure. Everybody go inside the big penguin. Oh my god, what am I talking about? What am I saying, brother? Yes, restricted to Arcane Warrior if memory serves. Okay. And was the Arcane Warrior class only available to the main character? Or could your companions also become Arcane Warriors? Come on, video game. If I auto-resolve this, nobody dies, right? Hey! Holy crap, they didn't die. That's amazing. I'm actually curious on how the AI resolved this. Let me just watch the replay real quick. I'm curious. Sometimes the AI surprises me in this game, and it shows me interesting tactics that I haven't noticed. It's one of the few games where I can say that the AI is semi-competent. It's not competent. It's semi-competent. No companions can also be Arcane Warriors if they're mages. Nice. Okay. Yeah, I remember the mage being my favorite class in the Dragon Age franchise. Loved it. Really enjoyed it. But I also enjoyed the warrior. Let's be honest. I actually was the tank. So I played Dragon Age Inquisition on I'm not exactly sure if it was max difficulty, but it was definitely a higher difficulty. I can't remember exactly which one. And I made a pure tank build where I was the big meaty boy that didn't do any damage, which kind of bit me in the behind, but I just wouldn't die. I'd be the last man standing and I'd be able to just drag the fight to the end. It was fun. So yeah, I'm kind of on these two extremes where in video games I love to play mage, pure, unadulterated spell-casting mayhem, or heavy plate, big boy, big shield, nothing goes past me type of character. Nothing in between. I never was into leather or half-assed rogue things, or archers or anything of the sorts. Unless they had pets. If it was a pet class, I would also play pet classes. I like pets. They're nice. They're cool. Except my own home pet, he's an asshole. He's a very adorable and cute asshole, but he's an asshole nonetheless. He ate the penguin. So yeah, this is the AI, without intending it, attracted the enemy into a choke point and is now going to smush. In Origins, you'd be a full plate mage, tank DPS. Okay. That sounds disgusting. But I'm sure it's fun. Well, that kind of backfired. No, Mr. Knight, please. We still have units that... Well, we're just overwhelming them with the numbers, I guess. Just so many dudes that can take their turn and do the DiMaggio. No, I think the enemy did get a turn, right? Didn't that Wisp move? Nice. 66 damage. Yeah. Wait. Where's the other enemy? Why are you walking through the fog? Oh, right, the serpents, which will die because they have a polearm user next to them. Not unless you put the bird on him, and now he'll attack the bird. You're fucking with me. No way. The frost damage that everybody received over the end turn caused the serpent to go back in refuge mode. Ah, it's so stupid. Yeah, Strong 2, you basically solo fought the High Dragon guarding the Urn of the Sacred Ash. Ah, the High Dragon guarding the Urn of the Sacred Ash. Isn't that the first dragon you encounter in Dragon Age Origins? I enjoyed it. Build the sanctuary, brothers. Bring it to light. You gotta keep the boys together. Visit the shrine. This is occupied. Okay. Yeah, remember it being a fun fight. I guess I'm just gonna get a ranger going. I'm not gonna be grabbing barrage attack because I'm gonna be giving a tier 4 mage lock. It's too good not to give. Mage lock will allow us to probably one-shot things. Yeah, I'm sadly gonna have to go through 2 dud perks into martial expertise, but it'll be fine. They increase my survivability, so why not? So once I get martial expertise, I'm thinking... I'm not sure if I'm gonna go for slip away to go for the kill. I'll probably grab Keen Edge and go down this route. Or I grab Blight Strikes for an extra 4 blight damage. Yeah, we'll see. Sadly, giving him a mage lock will mean that I'm no longer going to be having that Grimbeak Crow mountain about. You are fine for now. I'm not seeing any threats encroaching on our territory, so chill. And wait patiently for our units to get recruited. Do I add any twined? No. We wait for the Chaos Eaters. Yes. So is there an entrance? Oh yeah, there is. Right here. Was thinking, how did Mr. Bilbo Blint reach this city to build it up? It was through that underground passage. And I guess I could use that city ruin to just make a city for myself. That should be fine. Tugrum is doing Tugrum things somewhere in the west. None of my business. Now I'm in the mood of playing Dragon Age again. I guess I could go into Dragon Age Inquisition and finish the DLCs. There's 2 post-endgame DLCs that I haven't finished yet, that I still need to go through. Should be fine. An infestation is sending souls to my booty cheeks, and a province is being pillaged. You bitch. Oh my goodness gracious. Well, this is, something. Should be easily solvable. Spire of Binding Gold Ancient. Oof. That's gonna exit somewhere far to the west. That's gonna give me gold when I grab it, and of course that's gonna give me mana and knowledge and a bone dragon. That sounds fun. If I unlock it. We'll have to go back though. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start building palisades here and use this location kind of like a border. You're going to move here and you're going to attack this. Okay, you take a step to the left. Good, now all 3 will participate. This is overkill, but... Oh, shit, I could have auto-resolved that. I guess I just don't want the AI to utilize too much mana. In the fight, saving up that mana for the big boys. They're all melee. Yeah. Okay. Go forward. Forward. Yep. There. Around this ballpark. It's my favorite position. The hex position. Yep. Yes, I am aware that I'm opening myself to a lot of AoE damage by doing this, but I don't know, man, it just feels like a good position to me. Cool. Let's see. At the end of the game, also practically, you soloed the Archdemon too. The Archdemon was doing no damage to your main character at all, even at max difficulty. I mean, that's what happens when you min-max your builds, my dude. Understandable. There. Is it worth it going for that? Nah. Not really. End turn. Let the enemies come. They're gonna be in our fire range. And then we just murder their face cheeks. My gremlin decides that he wants none of that. Oh! Actually in range to attack. Actually not a bad idea from them to try to hit our flanks. Never mind. Never mind, they just stepped forward with the boys. Let's apply the good old-fashioned. That's that. Good. Reset you. Good hit. That's a kill. Alright, now other side. Spit in their face. So fire vocation. Damage. More curse. That's just gonna be an auto attack. It was actually thanks to a dropped helmet from one of the Darkspawn generals that raised spirit resistance to max. Oh. Well, he shouldn't have given his generals a raised spirit resistance helmet. That sounds like a skill issue on the enemy side. What you gonna do? And then we crash. You know, good old-fashioned 52 damage. There. Oh, they have a cursed armor. You're gonna be looking into Ghostfire as well soon. Alright, so that eliminated the threat-ish. Let's go back. Oh, I can reach all the way over here. Nice. Sanctuary has been founded. That's okay. Yeah, I'll need to clear this area out. It's going to give me a lot of resources. Probably won't be able to clear the Spire of the Binding, but maybe after I have the Chaos Eater lineup. Maybe we'll see. Ritual Spire, Herbalist. Yeah, let's get the Herbalist going. Instead of that location. You get to wait. Guess one more turn. And I guess in one more turn I'm going to be able to rush the Wizard Tower Apex. You get to keep on traveling over the mountains. End turn. Yeah, I probably played through Dragon Age Origins about 50 to 60 times, and it was your first and only console game at the time. I understand that feeling. I played through a lot of my Nintendo Entertainment System games as well. Well, bootleg, but still. Play the fuck out of them. Hell, I even have the songs of some video games in my head. From way back in the day. The one that just came up was from Ninja Brothers. Interestingly, they were Chinese ninja trying to save China. I don't know. It was a video game. It was fun. And there's the stack. Coming towards. Yeah, I'll probably try to get that Umbral Flesh going. Eventually. Will appease Urath and his demonic Schnitzelpuffs. Unless I find one of those Umbral Gems, or Umbral Pearls, or whatever they're called, that would allow me to make Malady immunity trinkets. Good. Chaos Eater is done. Let's get Vessels of Chaos. What do we got? Pillaging a province takes one less turn, and pillaging units are healed. It's not a bad idea, but not yet. Spells that are ready to cast. Give me one sec. About that. There we go. Now let's start bringing in the Chaos Boars. The Chaos Beaters. Nightwatch can grab another location, and that location's gonna be that Dark Lair. Absolutely. I was under the impression that I already had that Dark Lair within my control, but never mind. Wizard Tower's ready to go. Item Forge, absolutely. Yeah, I'll fix the city stability, it's fine. Ritual Pyre for the mana. Well, I would probably want to build it here, but yeah. Underground lab for some extra gold. Material refinery. I guess we have that thing. Fireforge stones. Am I wasting gold here? No, I guess I'm not. Give me the Material refinery. It's fine. And now we're gonna go eat that Baylor's ass. I don't know, man. It came out wrong. Just like me out of the closet. What? I'm gonna try to auto-resolve this. Anybody dies? Nobody dies! That's awesome. Holy shit, that thing exploded! That was cool. Sadly, nobody leveled up. Understandable. Hey there, buddy. Want some buck? What are you doing? What's that gargoyle doing over there? Hope you're not gonna be trespassing on my territory there. Pretty colors? I know! It was pretty shiny and awesome. He went splat all over the place. The entire region is now covered in orange goo. It's what it was from the ass. God, no, stop. God damn it. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. This is fine. Let's go back to the okay, what's the plan here? Do I go back to the surface or do I try to clean or clear this area up? Oh, that is a... Did that thing just evolve? I swear, it only had a bone dragon a turn ago. Now there are 2 umbral tyrants in there, dude. Jesus. And then the 2 regions that I would get would be the Spire of the Binding and this one. With the chitinous growths. Okay, well, whatever. Gonna travel and gonna heal up. And turn. You would require... Let's see... So Kira, in theory, should be a melee unit. Could treat Kira as both, but with a inclination towards ranged. Okay, let's go with that. That means I'm going to be needing 2 Chaos Eaters in here and another Afflictor. So, don't have any cash. Gonna be getting that later. Yay, he's out of the mountains now. End turn. I think I need to increase my casting points a little bit. Not sure how I'm going to be doing that, but it's fine. Divide my forces, start sending double... Nah, I can't risk it. I need to send 3 stacks. Need to send 3 stacks over there to handle it. Yeah, that'll do. I'm gonna look away so that the game's not shy about taking its turns. Tugrum Hammerhall, cute. Come on. Once I start the Chaos Eater production line, I should be able to just reliably wage war and murder everyone. It is going to be costing me an Imperium, but we'll see. I really hope this plays out. This plays out nicely. Okay. There it is. Oh, yes? What? What? Finally, the sun releases the cosmic crystal from its pole. Warm rays of sunlight wash over your domain. Yet the otherworldly cold that affected your world is not easily dismissed. While the icy plains of permafrost formed, your mages have studied the celestial object that caused the solar disruption. They ensure you they can harness some of the crystal's magic properties for your own benefits. Will you drive back the snow that claimed your land, or will you draw power from the fleeting rays of winter? So we could remove the provinces, but we don't have any frozen territories. Yeah, so after all that, this is the only territory that I'm seeing with ice. There's another one here. Yeah, that was kind of a lame Arctic terraforming world event. I'm not seeing that much. Okay, there's some ice here. That's cute. But it ain't much. Interrogation chamber. Sanctuary has been built down here. Don't think there's a point in going for a sanctuary outpost. Solely because these nodes are not cleared. Alright. This is gonna take 2 turns to be done. I'll probably rush it on the next turn. You guys required an extra afflictor, so we're gonna be getting that. And over here I would build absolutely nothing, for I am a broke boy. We ain't got time for that. Deal with the threat on the surface or clear this area out. Clear that area out. Deal with the threat on the surface. Move to Incantatum and break it. And take its riches for myself. It's also an option. Are there any other walls that I could break around here? Nope. If I am to break walls. You'd clean out the larder? It's a good idea to clean out the underground. I just don't know if I'm capable of cleaning out that underground with my current roster, that's all. Well, let's just overwhelm them with pure numbers. Allow them to flee. Yes. Allow them to flee. I don't have to position myself over there. We're gonna step inside this territory. And then I rush that thing? Or do we hold and rest up a bit? Let's hold and rest up a bit. I'm about to summon one of these dudes on the next turn. You get to chill and just produce some material, and you boys get to rest a little bit. With you... well, the Afflictor's on his way. To be honest, I should summon the Chaos Eater in this stack so we can get these guys rolling and clearing over here in the south. Yeah, I'll probably do that. Twerking. That's what he said, right? Twerking. It's what your mind wants them to say, Rev. Why is your mind on twerking, Rev? Let's see. Okay, and guess end the turn. Is there anything else that I can further improve that would benefit the boys? Whispering Stones to other vassals. Stolen Power is going to be useful for when we're going to start conquering cities. Death Magic, absolutely. It's going to be Love and Life. Haven't really seen any rivers and underground lake provinces and stuff. Units regenerate an additional 15 HP in friendly territory. That might not be something bad to get. I did get both of those, good. Excavation. to try not to go for pillaging, huh? Ability to assign prisoners. No, I don't know. Too many decisions. I can't. Panic. Panic. Decision paralysis. It's fine. I'm just gonna ignore it. Just gonna ignore it and keep on gathering the Imperium. I'm eventually gonna be using a good chunk of that into increasing our city limit and acquiring an extra city, so I'll just roll with that. Another attack going on that Umbral Nest from our trusted vassal, which is good. And I'm gonna finally be able to summon that Chaos Eater. Also, I think I can build a channeling chamber in the capital that's gonna be increasing my casting points. So that's gonna be useful. Okay, and let's see. Can I go for a magic victory? So we have that spire in here. Oh, actually, no, not in there. In the underground somewhere. I'll just hide my face around to the southeast. Wait for the game to take its turn. There we go. Alright, so, Chaos. So we have the Spire of the Binding over here that we could bind to our will. See another city over there. No, I'm still going to be summoning a Chaos Eater here. I'm going to summon the Chaos Eater on this stack. The first of hopefully many. Okay, not bad. Let's get another one going. We rush the building. Done. Then what else? Oh, right, I need to look into what spells I'm currently utilizing and what spells I'm going to further unlock. I need the Channeling Chamber for an extra spell slot and some extra world map casting points. Prison Cell... Room of Recall... Underground Lab... Stuff. None of the cities are actually producing anything. Let's see, maybe there's another city with some good stuff in there. Yeah, that, for example, is going to be giving me a whopping 19 extra mana and 20 city stability. We'll go for that building in particular. This place is just going to produce goods, and now we can finally cook some gear. What bone dragon? I'm sorry, what? Did you see a bone dragon somewhere? I heard bone dragon. My ears perked. So, there were a few things that I wanted to test out. First and foremost, let's check the trinkets and see if I can get a malady. Nope, can't get it. Understandable. I need void stones. Void kidney stones are required. Oh, I said that the Spire would grant me bone dragons. Yes, that's true. The Spire would grant me the bone draggies. Alright, so these weapons can go into the hands of a Spellblade, Death Knight, Defender, Warrior. Cool. Two-headed Spellblade, Death Knight, Warrior. Spellblade, Death Knight, Defender, Warrior. Just Ranger, Mage Ritualist, this one. Just in the hands of a Ranger, interesting, okay. This needs to be a Dragon Lord, okay. This needs to be Eldritch Sovereign, and then the rest. Oh, cool. Now, a polearm would not be that good on a Spellblade because the Spellblade is too offense focused and doesn't have enough defensive options. So no polearm. Two-handed or sword and board. That's the decision we gotta go for. The charge strikes would not be that powerful, but they could break defense, which is good. Or we go for a more defensive option with a sword and board. That's going to give us repeating attacks, which increases the chances of adding multiple debuffs. And it would increase survivability, that's true. Okay, the next text that I wanted to go, I want to compare the stats of a tier 4 sword and then the stats of a charge or two-handed sword, and also the stats of a polearm, because we do want to give Blitz a new weapon. So let's see. So the base damage of a tier 1 sword is 10. Base damage of a charging two-handed weapon is 21. And the base damage of a two-handed polearm is 14. Okay, so there is a superior damage boost on these. Okay, let's give it a basic. Whatever I give it here, it's not really going to matter. So just give it crit chance, and Animal Slayer, and bleeding, sure. So the base damage of a polearm is 20 for a tier 4. Base damage for a two-hander is 30. And then for a one-handed sword, base damage is 16. Okay. And then currently the type of shield that I could get would be damage reflection, lesser fire shield, lesser blight, lesser spirit. Too bad that I can't get something extra. Something like greater lightning shield would be awesome, because it just gives you a chance to stun the enemy, or a greater frost shield as well. It gives you a chance to freeze the enemy on attack. Okay. Righto, I'm gonna be giving Blitz the polearm. And I'll give our Spellblade dude the blah 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 sword and board. And then for our leader, because I do want to give him a mage lock, that's gonna be... I wish I could do 3 damage channels or something like that. What do we got up in here? Critical hit chance, critical damage. I can't add infected on the enemy, which sucks. I can make them wet, I guess. Wait, that counters burning? No, never mind then. That's not good. Condemned is going to be decreasing their status resistance, so it's going to make them more immune to everything else. But I think it would be this plus... Frenzy, no. Hello, Dusty the Cat. Does Testicular Torsion work as a power word spell? I think you would have to talk with the DM about that. You would have to check the D&D rules. I'm sure if you homebrew a little bit, you could make it work. Don't worry about it. But at least in Age of Wonders 4, there are no power word spells. So I'm already inflicting bleeding. I guess I could go for burning effects? Damn, distracted. Is gonna open them up for other damage. Slow will stop them in their tracks. Alright, if I am to make a polearm, what are the effects? Extra retaliator. No lifesteal is what I'm hurting for. And the best mage lock that you could give your heroes would be a mage lock with inflict infection, where if the enemy dies, it becomes a decaying zombie on your side. Token monster. That's going to be distracting the enemy. But nothing along those lines. Okay, show locked. Wait, cleansing fire? Base attacks create cleansing flame is on the target. Damn! But it requires one voidstone. This one. I require Archon's blood. I think I saw some Archon's blood on the map. So I could work with that. So what would it be? It would be... Oh, right, and what do I need for lifesteal? Oh, you can actually... You can't add lifesteal on the gun? Okay. Yeah, you can't add lifesteal on the gun. Okay. So infecting would give 3. That leaves room for just 1 more. So I guess that would be for extra critical damage or critical hit chance. I'll have to decide between the two. But yeah, then I'm not going to waste a weapon there for right now. Let's get one of these going. So, I should already have Searing Blades. Nah, keep it physical. Keep it physical, get extra retaliation damage. And what else? Again, I would require lifesteal on this, so probably not a good buy just yet. Can I make anything right now? Any weapon that's gonna be good? Not really. They all suck, man. Then it can only have one lesser effect. So no double fire shield or double... Sorry, 1 fire, 1 blight, or 1 fire, 1 spirit. Any of the combinations, which sucks. I just gotta get good item, good magic material, huh? What about a good bow? Yeah, no, it's not gonna help. Fine. What about a accuracy helmet or something? Get some extra accuracy. I can get attuned with Star Blades, which is gonna give me extra damage. That's good. Chest piece, same. Alright, wait on that. I think I saw some Archon's blood. That's a Tranquility Pool. I think that gives me infecting, right? Think. And then... I swear, officer, didn't I see Archon's blood somewhere around here? Damn. Fine, fine, fine. Okay. Let's attack this thing. Oh my goodness gracious. Alright, our resolve. What do you got for me? A few units die, but not really that many. I'll take it. Hey, Vapor. Everybody spread out. Grab the goodies. I don't think we're going to be clearing that yet. So, that was a nasty battle. That seems to be a nasty battle as well, but we will clear it out. Hero leveled up. Tina. Right, I decided to not get Wildfire Strikes and go for the Curse Tree. Let's get... Withering... check the Adept stuff. Debilitating Aura, no. Crit chance and critical hits inflict burning, extra burning damage. Adaptive Nature, Withering Decay. Okay. I think I'm gonna go for the extra defense, so get Adaptive Nature. Now I can inflict decay. Diseased. Decay on the hex. That would be just for the base attacks. Weakened is good. Gotta go for that mass curse. So I'll do it like that. Good. And then these boys will need to replace some of their units. Don't know when I'm going to be clearing that. Could start the attack on these guys. Do I give them a little bit of a break? Probably. Start. Nope, can't build that. Can't build there. Chill. Are you going to be ready soon? Not yet. Do I risk it for a chocolate biscuit and just go for it? 668 570. Those two are going to be bringing 2 monster tokens on the battlefield, which is going to get a bit nasty. Fine, just wait, be patient. Be patient, boy. You will do great. You will do great and we will be fine. Soon. Soon we will be strength incarnate. Plus another power spike is about to arrive with Vessels of Chaos. It's not going to be affecting the Chaos Eaters, but all of our other units are going to scale. Was thinking of maybe getting Living Fogs on the front line. They do have a chance of casting Insanity on the enemy. But, Well, anything that stops the enemy in their tracks and to just waste their turn and just take dot damage would work. So it's not the worst idea. We'll see. We'll see when we get there. Negotiation successful. We got a pact of loyalty. Cool. Yes. They'll declare war soon. Okay, well, I guess I know what I'm about to do. I guess I know where I'm gonna be sending these boys. Okay, we're gonna take that nasty out. Move here, here. Hit him. Auto-resolve, come on. I'm gonna use one Entwined Thrall. I'll take it. I'll take it. Give me my Sanctuary expansion, please. And let's get the hell out of here. And start traveling towards the surface. Oh, come on. Really? I'm still in a goo of misery? Fine. Okay, so since we're going to be going to war against those guys, I'm going to start sending a mob boy to the underground. He's going to be bringing some reinforcements. I'm about to trespass. Oh shit, you have a city down here. Interesting. Might be problematic. Mage Guild, we got 2 conduits. That's 220 extra mana. No, I don't think I will. But I will go for... rush that out first. Good. Start building... Alright, I have to decide. So Shadow Bolstering is going to give me Evasion on the buff. Nature Bolstering is going to give me temporary HP. Not bad. Chaos Bolstering is going to give me Strengthened. Do I have any Chaos Bolstering spells? In combat, I got Anti-Magic Tincture, that's Nature and Materium, so Materium can benefit. Healing Roots, again Nature, so that's going to be buffed up. What else am I going to be grabbing? Let me see here. Because I calculated the order. No. Archer dot build. There we go. Cycles, Pandemonium, Calamity, Paradise, Nature. Okay, that's kind of giving me some thoughts already. Hey, Snaron, what's up? So in Calamity, we trust. Calamity's going to be giving me some damage spells. I might be getting the Chaos Bolstering Project to make these more, to make at least Combat of Calamity more powerful. Good. And then in Tome of Paradise, we would have Accelerating Polem. Everybody would get 15 morale. I could give this 10 extra temporary HP. What do debuff spells do in Nature? I gotta check that. Nature's Bounty, Blessing of Paradise. And then Goddess of Nature's Wrath. Mass Rejuvenation will always be buffed. Also be buffed. Okay. About that. So, back to here. Let's see. So, Chaos Bolstering, meh. We don't have that. The only one that would benefit us would be Nature Bolstering. So I would get this. And then... Astral Amplifier, no. Chaos Amplifier Lens. That would give us 10 extra fire damage, and it would also inflict misfortune. Cool. And then Nature would give 10 extra blight damage and would inflict weakened. I mean, this would work hand in hand with our dark culture, but I don't feel like it's a priority. I'd rather have the misfortune stack on it. Okay, we're gonna go for the Chaos Amplifier. Is Tome Ritual of Calamity Bulbul also considered a debuff spell? Because it would only add the Misfortune stack if it's a debuff spell as well. So, I swear to God, it was right here, officer. There we go. Damage debuff spell. Yes, it is. Perfect. Alright, we have decided. I mean, I have decided. Gonna go for Nature Bolstering right off the bat. It's gonna be giving us a little bit extra sustain. And then we'll rock the Chaos upgrade on the lenses. Sure. Why not? I mean, I was discussing that I would get the Channeling Chamber. I guess that's gonna be the next building. Nope. Don't cook anything in there. And then see if Stoneforge... Okay, so Stoneforge can get another region. Do I raise Queenfjord? I mean, it's a possibility. Ritual Pyre is going to give me extra mana. Sure. Let's get a Ritual Pyre. It's better than the 10 food. And done. So, Mr. Blint, are you gonna go for For the war declaration, I'm ready. I'm down. I'm prepped to scrap. Also, I wonder how much it's going to cost me to cast that Chaos Vessel spell. Probably around 600 mana, I'd say. Probably not. Yeah, we'll find out in a turn. There is one spot that I'd like to keep my eyes on. Ah, that spot in particular. Mr. Blinty Blint. He might surprise me with a attack. Guess we're gonna find out too. Do we get a war declaration? Oh no. Other wars made a defensive pact. Let's see what... Okay, there we go. Kindred spirits, Vacta vassalage with stone tree. Sure. We can try. What do you mean? What do you mean you made a defensive pact? Don't you have a declaration of rivalry? Excuse me? Oh no, I have a declaration of rivalry with them. Great, so the moment those guys decide to attack me, I'm gonna get smushified. Sacrifice of flesh, sure. War has ended. Good. Vessel of Chaos is now ready to go. What do we got? So Confusion. Start of the battle, enemy units are teleported all over the place. Until the end of the battle, whenever a friendly unit dies. Yeah, give me So Confusion, that's okay. It's gonna be bad. Bad to the bone. Okay, give me Court of Whispers. And give these guys a Whispering Stone. Whisper into their ears sweet nothings. Okay, let's settle some grudges. Settle the grievance. Pay the transgression. There. And now they won't be able to declare war on me without being bad boys. And that's going to buy me some time to heal and refill my armies. Alright, if that's the case, let's start moving towards the surface. And we're going to look to deal with this umbral nest to the northeast. We're going to do it like that. We're going to get a move along. There. It's going to be hot in here if they decide to start a war. It is. Did I miss anything? You had to use the restroom and I gave my oldest cat some attention for a couple of minutes. Not really. I settled some grievances with the mole people. Whatever. I keep forgetting his name. Blint. I settled some grievances with Blint so they don't declare war on me just yet. And I've decided to go to the surface and try to handle the situation with the umbral nest here. And maybe take control of that city ruin. I am seeing some Archon's blood over there, which we will definitely want for our items. Beyond that, nothing. While the units are gathering up, I might move this squad to handle this down here. And you get to capture that again. just to be a nuisance. Oh. Okay. Yeah, they're gathering up their forces. They might bite. Might bite. Wash that because we're going to be getting more gold that way. Academy boost. Do we get another Dark Knight? No, no, it's fine. It's fine. Just let them produce cash. To turn. Scratch my leg. Stretch it. Wait to see what do the pests decide. But I do have to find a way to reach Bulwark. Planning on sniping the capital with their leader. If you threaten the capital, usually the leader's not going to be far away. Unless they do some weird, we attack you, but we also defend type of thing. Interestingly enough, there was a ritual site here, and now it's a ritual pyre. Yeah. Independents are moving, sure. Move along. Move along, friends. Do your thing. Is there a reason behind using classic turns? It's a habit. I've been using classic turns ever since I was a wee little boy. That's why. And an infestation is sending an invasion force. Sure, an infestation on the other side of the world. That's great. Love it. New Chaos Eater in the squad. Let's start casting Vessels of Chaos. It's just 5 turns, man. It's just 5 turns. Definitely want Stolen Power. Special provinces grant gold. Tempting. Hey, Patrick. I'm still trying to get better at this game. I win maybe 85% of the time, and it's always a military victory because at some point everyone decides to fight just you. Is it maybe because you are ignoring diplomacy and you're going for pure evil, expand? Because what you can do, in case you're doing that, is you can be diplomatic even if you're going evil. You just need to find other evil dudes, usually pure good, and you have 2 allies. Oh, never mind then. Okay. So, if you are pure good and you have 2 allies, you can also go for an expansion victory instead of a military one. That's also fine. They made magic victories a little bit more difficult to do. So now you would need 3 gold wonders, and then you need to bind them, and it's a little bit of a nuisance. So you'd rather go for the easy victory of military. I think military victory is the easiest one because you can just snipe capital leader. That's that. But yeah, sure. Don't you think Desolate Adaptation should allow units to region on desolate land? I guess it should. At least it should nullify the healing cut effect. But would whoever you're not allied with would usually fight you and is allied with the others, so they then get called to war? Yeah, understandable. It's normal for, an alliance to start war against another alliance. They will band up together. Because if you're in an alliance with other 2 factions, you're also going to be dragged in their war. So it'll also be determined by the, alignment and their affinity and their AI, of course. I wonder if you can get a united alliance where you just make allies with all of the players of the world, and then it's just an automatic victory. That'd be interesting. Alright, let's try out this particular formation. This is an experimental formation. We're trying out a backline that is adding dots to the enemy with a Chaos Eater front line that, in theory, should be gobbling the dots and doing stupid amounts of damage. Does not allow that? Okay. I see. Now again, I know what you guys are thinking. It's a battle mage! It's a melee battle mage. This is meant to be utilized in melee. It has melee mage in here, and it also has more than average tier 3 stats. So we'll see. These are big boys, yeah. You've been playing with 4 AI on lower difficulty to learn how to play better, but it's usually by like turn 75 you're at war with the other 3 because the one on the other side of the map you weren't allied with decided to fight you. Sure, it's gonna happen. So, let's see. We would want these guys to approach. So I'm going to go Night Guard, Chaos Eater here. Do something like that. So our front line is going to get a little bit jumped. And then I'm also allowing Kira to go on a flank. Lightning Evocation. Although I'm probably going to open up with a Lightning Evocation. Okay, let's see what happens. That's my guess. You played 4 player maps, allied 1, killed the 3rd, and when you tried to ally the 4th player, it said not enough players for an alliance. Okay. Ring of Misfortune. He did confirm that he does engage in diplomatics. He said that he went into alliances with other factions, so clearly he's going for it. Okay, do I go for the Afflicting Mind? No, I think I'm gonna go for the Anti-Magic Tincture on the boys. There, remove some of the effects. Yeah, I usually have full alliances with the others. Okay, maybe just grow and grow without engaging. Nope, he does. It's fine. In most games, you will probably find an ally or two, but war is inevitable. Okay, let's do that. Shoot those dudes. Guess we're gonna test this out right now. Fire there. And then our Chaos Eater is just gonna eat those. 99 damage. Okay. You know, just a regular 99 damage. I think we finish you off. Good. And then with you... do I just do damage to these Warhounds? That thing... okay, it's on a 1-turn cooldown. That's kinda nutty. In Warhammer 3, you had your victory conditions, enemies actually ally with you. That's true. Yeah, I mean, it depends on your campaign. I mean, if you're gonna be going for, Khorne, you're most likely not gonna be having a lot of allies. I'm not even sure if you can ally with, the other Khorne dudes. The Khorne-aligned factions. So what I'm thinking of doing as I move forward here, I will take an attack of opportunity, but it's fine. I want to infect that guy. Oh, it's a stun. That's perfect. That's fine. Oh yeah, stun will do. Fourth faction allies with the other two, and because it goes to war with me over most likely fabricated grievances, the other two end up joining them. Most of the times you can make peace with one and convert them back over, but it's usually after you've eliminated 90% of their armies. Sure, if you want to avoid the enemies declaring justified wars on you, even if they're fabricated or stuff like that, you can just negotiate the grievances. Okay, let's see what happens. Dude's gonna move and gonna take a shot on... Oh, my poor Night Guard. My Night Guard are probably gonna die here. Yeah, look at that. They're gone. They just can't hold up. Probably gonna be bringing an Entwined Protector in or something. We'll see. There they go. Gonna crash into those guys. Not doing much. Eat them. Actually move up and shoot that guy. Finish him off. This Chaos Eater can just eliminate you. A little bit squish. So I think what I would add here is I would add a Entwined Protector or another shield unit in between. So they don't get smushified so hard. There. Ah, he's still alive. Ah, he's still alive. Okay, I think I have a damage spell. There we go. Let's turn. Sometimes there are grievances that you can't seem to negotiate away, like they stay grayed out even though you have enough gold. Yeah, there will be some grievances, for example, the ones from the Chaos Tree, where it just gives you free grievances against other factions. There will also be grievances from the Order Tree, if I remember correctly, that gives you a free grievance against other factions of the opposite alignment. So, yeah. That's that. How much damage do you do with this? 96 damage and you heal for 60. Yep, it's confirmed. The Chaos Heal, stacks with the debuffs on the enemy. It's kind of insane, but I did lose that Night Guard, which sucks a bit. And I will probably keep on losing Night Guards. If it goes that way. So I either have the option of adding an extra Chaos Eater, or I can put a Dark Knight in there, or try to grow an Entwined Thrall into a Protector, which is going to take a while. Okie dokie. Weird unit. So, down here... So what are we going for the Academy? So each debuff basically every weakness stack counts. Yep. Yeah, that's why I keep telling people Chaos Eaters are good. They're good. They're fine. They're great. They're not underpowered. If you're going specifically for a dot or a dark culture or stuff, Chaos Eaters are your jam. No, it was not per unique. There's one achievement you can never seem to get because the 4th dragon never shows up in your rally when you need it. Did you try to go for a specific dragon build? And let's say you're a dark culture, evil faction that can get obsidian dragons. You just need to get yourself a Gold Wonder of Light, and that should be giving you the prosperity / good golden dragon. So that should work. Okay, get another Dark Knight. Got the Dark Knights rolling. What am I looking at here? Good. Yes. Yes, so keep an eye on Wonders. If you select, let's say, Lob's Hollow will add Storm-Scaled Serpents and Plague Serpents to the Rally of the Lieges. So on the next Rally of the Lieges, I'm going to be having those guys here. If I'm going to be grabbing the Dark Lair, it's going to be giving me, again, those. But I do have, let's see, down here, there's a Spire of Binding. This Spire of Binding is going to be giving me Bone Dragons to the Rally of the Lieges. That mage unit can attack in melee range, has tons of HP, and can heal. Yeah, it's a frontline battle mage. It's a frontline battle mage that sustains itself through Chaos Eating, and probably one-shots things. People just did not understand that unit. I was screaming into the void. Each time I see a content creator say, "Oh, Chaos Eater's so bad, it's trash, it's blah, blah." Like, no, it's not. What army composition are you gonna think of using? 2 Chaos Eaters, 1 hero, 2 archers, 1 support frontline? That's what I was thinking, yeah. I don't think I can get away with 3 Chaos Eaters. I feel like a shield unit to provide them with extra defense would be nice. The whole point of mages is to be fragile. That is true. Most mages are fragile. This is an exception. This is a frontline Chaos Eater. A frontline battle mage. Usually, if you see a unit... Let me show you something. If you see a unit that... yeah, it's kind of like a magic skirmisher. Kinda. But if you see a unit that has melee mage, there's a reason for that melee mage to be there. That means he can kinda take a punch, and he has some abilities to sustain himself. In the case of the Chaos Eater, he has a decent amount of HP, decent amount of defense and resistance, albeit it's a bit low, and he has the means to sustain with the Consume Chaos. And can cast magic while in melee. Another unit like that people seem to kind of ignore is the Horned God. This guy. This guy is meant to be used in melee. He's meant to replace your front line. What is its weakness? He is... let me see. I think he has the Infernal... Fiend weakness. Horn God has that juicy AoE heal damage? Yeah. The thing is, if you feel like you don't have a place for the Horn God in your party, just replace one of your front lines. He's gonna do great. He has the HP, he has the resistances, he'll be fine. Now, the Chaos dude has -4 Spirit weakness and -4 Frost weakness. His downside is huge upkeep. It requires Imperium. I know it does. That's why you'll get just 1 per stack. Plant Dragons have been one of your favorite builds recently? Oh, Patrick, you should really try out the Immoral Materium Dragon. Being a Juggernaut doesn't really help much. Haven't really found much use of it. What is the Chaos Eater's upkeep? Let me see. So the Chaos Eater's upkeep is 3 Imperium. 3 Imperium, 27 mana. Yeah, I can get a few of these. I'll be fine. I can get a few. Reminds you of a line from one of the X-Men movies? Oh yeah. I'm the Juggernaut, bitch! That one? So you could field at least 10 of those? 3 Imperium is fine? Yeah, pretty much. I'm sure he'll be fine. So yeah, I think I'm gonna be giving this Entwined Protector to this stack down here. Let's get the boys on the surface, get them rolling. Hopefully this border's gonna be still okay for a little bit. Let me help you out, Patrick. Here you go. There are multiple screenshots. So you click on the image and that's going to have 4 screenshots that you peruse that explain the build. I've tested this build out. It works. You get a immortal dragon out of it. A dragon that can solo 3 stacks. Yeah, tested and true. And caught on stream. Yep. No. Mine. My tower. So he's gonna stay there. Let's see. That's gonna be fun. I think that's gonna be end turn. It's kind of shitty that this requires 4 turns to cast. It's kind of occupying my my Chaos Eater recruitment strategy. It's fine. We've waited so long for Chaos Eaters. I'm a little bit worried that the Chaos Eaters are fragile. I really hope that the eating debuffs thing will sustain them enough. We'll see. We'll see how it works. Again, this is an experiment. This entire Chaos Eater front line might just blow in our face. Maybe it's not going to be a good idea to have 3 Chaos Eaters. Maybe it's going to be better with 2 and an Entwined Protector, or 1 to supplement, and just do some mega burst of damage here and there. Because let's be honest, I'm just going to be stacking up the dots on a tier 5 unit and then just send the Chaos Eater in there, and the Chaos Eater says something like, "Swiggity swiggity, I'm coming for that booty," and just chomps that ass down in one gulp. I think I have issues. Can they gain an overheal buff? No. No, they can't gain an overheal buff, but I've noticed the AI have a tendency of trying to focus them down, so they're never going to be at full health. That's the idea, Sneron. I am going to be dropping a shield unit near them, which will be bolstering their defense. Plant Dragons became one of your favorite after playing with them and getting to the point where you were walking over combat encounters with 3 dragons, 2 ranged racial units, and a horned god. Yep, that sounds very powerful. Boom, not so fragile or support who can bolster resistance. Yep, we're good both. Okay, Ritual Mausoleum. Someday. So Confusion has now been researched. Havoc Magic. 60% chance of inflicting a random negative status effect. We don't have... So, there's no reason, I think, to get this because we're not going to be having any Battle Mages. If I am to replace my Afflictors with anything, it would be with Zephyr Archers. If I feel like they just don't scale. So I'm going to go for Infectious Insanity. Yeah, this Infectious Insanity is quite powerful, and we will make use of it. It can cause a lot of problems in a enemy stack. Oh, hey there. Who the Really? Interesting. Interesting. Okay, let's see if I can convince them to get off of that tile. You may access our library. Yeah, sure. That's going to give us a Sundering Sphere. And then I simply attract population and grab that. There. Now we have a Tranquility Pool, which should mean that I can get a Mage Lock with Infectious, right? No? Okay. I guess I'm dumb. What do I need? Archon's blood, not Tranquility Pool. Okay. I'm thinking of the wrong effect. The Tranquility Pool is mostly needed for the immunity ring, the status immunity ring. That's necessary for tanks to just make them invincible. Okay, does that give me anything interesting on the sword? Inflict burning. Distracted poisoned. Anything on the shield? Fire blight. Extra resistance, meh. Polar? Anything? No? Nothing? Not even lifesteal? Not even lifesteal. Okay. I guess we're just going to be getting that later. Move east. You're going to just get a little bit of a heal up. Nature Bolstering Matrix is going to be done now. And then just go straight into Chaos Amplifier. No. Don't go into Chaos Amplifier. Go for the Channeling Chamber. We discussed this several times, actually. There. For this side... let's see. Another one you're having fun with is a Golem army. You grab a Book of Evolution to help with the Copper Golems, but then it's Materium and Nature books, mainly because you're not sure what to pair it with. Let's see. Yeah, Materium and Nature works great to further buff up the Golem army, that's fine. You can also go a little bit into Order with Tome of the Construct. That's going to be useful. So sure. Status immunity ring like total immunity? No. Snaron. Total immunity. Nothing gets cast on your boy anymore. Ever. That's one of the essential rings for the Immortal Dragon that I've mentioned a little bit earlier, that I linked in the chat. And it would make Blitz, for example, this guy, an immortal beast. So how can we make Blitz solo armies? We give him... It's actually... There are a few conditions. You need Graceful Defense. You need Tireless Retaliator with Invigorating Retaliations. Give him a polearm with Lifesteal on it. And Reach Defensive Master. And he will be tanky enough, and of course that status immunity ring. And he will be tanky enough and have enough sustain to take on entire armies. You don't acquire the ring, you cook it. You go into the item forge. What is my current strategical position? Missionary Rigodon. That's my current strategic position. Oh, you're gonna be back in 10? Okay. Let me know when you're back. Okay, let's see. Although I'm also particularly fond of Cowgirl, too. So that's gonna cook. Night Watch. Do I go for Alchemist Lab? Do I bring the teleportation system online? I should be bringing the teleportation system online. It's about that time. I think. I think it's a little stretched a bit. You recommend Clear Some Ways, though? I'll think about it. How have you been, Rigodon? How you doing, man? Okay, so send the Entwined Protector down there. We'll test that out again. You guys start marching on Garaktor. There. Where's that knight? That knight coming along nicely? It's coming along nicely, but that's not fast enough. And then on the next few turns, as the building slots clear up, I'm gonna go for teleportation portals. Teleportation portals. Teleportation circles. You get to stay right there, sir. And turn. Oh shit, they have a new city, Goldwall. Okay. Isn't he encroaching on my position? Don't I have some distant claims on these lands? Feel like I should be getting some justified wars going. Well, we'll see. You're doing fine by listening to music and watching streamers. Cool. Thank you for dropping by, man. You playing any video games nowadays? Anything tickles your fancy? I, for example, started playing a little bit of They Are Billions in my free time. Enjoying it. Relaxing, seeing zombies being killed by my archers. That's nice. It's a simple life, but a good one. Still trying to put off Stone Shard for you guys when we're going to be playing that. Because you guys did say that you want to see me suffer. And I do understand that Stone Shard is a pretty punishing game, so I don't really want to acquire any experience, and I just want to learn it together with you guys. I have heard of one tactic that I'm probably going to be utilizing from other players. The make fodder tactic. But sure. You're playing New Vegas for the lulz? Okay. Any interesting build that you're going for? When it comes to Fallout games, I end up always building a stealth archer. And by stealth archer, I mean a dude that has stealth maxed out and he has a fucking sniper rifle. Because I always have... this is just for Fallout. I know that I do stealth archers in Skyrim, but I managed to break that curse and build something else. I know it sounds impossible, but I did it. But when it comes to Fallout, I'm thinking it's a apocalyptic world. Resources are sparse, so you have to make every bullet count. So I always end up with weapons that increase the damage per bullet. So I'll have low caliber weapons with sniper configurations. Now, I'm particularly talking about Fallout 4. So yeah. Okay, Kira. She doesn't want to be a fearmonger. Understandable. Collector? That might not be a bad idea. Yeah, let's go Collector. Oh, also a good ambition for a hero that can one-man doomstack would be going for Equipment Collector. Your build is Explosive Runner and Coward? That sounds fun. So just lobbing grenades and explosives? Nice. Hey Xandor, by that logic, why not go melee? Because if I'm close to things stab me. So I'm safer at a longer distance. That's why. And I do have, 800 low caliber SMG bullets that I don't want to put into a spray and pray type of weapon, so I gotta use those. Interestingly enough, I usually have a low caliber sniper rifle, and then if I see a boss that I use for common mobs, and then if I see a boss or anything bigger, I just bring out the bigger gun, higher caliber sniper rifle. But I do try out a low caliber bullet first to see if I could take it on with a low caliber bullet. And then if I'm like, this is gonna take too long, I bring out the big gun. I guess that's fair. You've not really ever completed any Fallout game other than Fallout 1. I do recommend... It's a different game. It's a different game, but I do recommend you try out Fallout 3. The most enjoyable one from a customization perspective and building bases perspective is Fallout 4. If you want the best stories, I'd say go with Fallout New Vegas. So if you want to get your feet wet, Fallout 3, when it comes to the first-person perspective. If you want customization and weapon customization and building bases, it's Fallout 4. And then if you want the best stories, Fallout New Vegas. Yeah. That's my opinion. I have not played Fallout 2, so I can't comment on it. Raising cities of the game draft. Could spit out a few units, but I would have to get a little bit extra cash for that. Also, getting the breastplate of champions might not be a bad idea. Okay, let's test this battle out. So we got our boy Entwined Protector. Touch him. So 2 bears, a Floral Stinger, and 3 Entwined Thralls. Let's do it. Let's test out this build. So the idea behind this build, again, is frontline battle mages together with the Entwined Protector to provide extra stats. Let's see how it does. I'm gonna start off right, gonna go right off the bat with the healing sap. Just so we give some temporary HP to this guy. And done. Let them come. I think they're going to position themselves right outside of my range. But I can take 2 steps forward and start hitting them for a decent amount of damage. So let's go ahead and cast Disperse Afflicting Miasma on them. Gonna be around this ballpark. There we go. That's gonna start causing problems already. Then we're bringing everybody forward in such a way that everybody can hit something. I'm gonna start off with Lightning Evocation. Hit there. We're applying the dots, we're applying the weakness, we're applying the misfortune, so we decrease the alpha strike of the enemy. Let's do you. Good. Chaos Eater spits there. Does a decent amount of chunky damage as well. Burning, Poisoned, Weakened, Misfortune. Anything else? Resisted Havoc Magic. And quite a few other stacks. So these guys are really prepped to be devoured by Consume Chaos. Entwined Protector is just there to provide that shield wall defense aura. That's all. Let them come. Oh no! Okay. Damage is pretty high, really banking on a lot for these guys to not take much. Okay, that was a good grace. He fumbled, he fudged his attack. 9 is not that much. He receives a stack of Misfortune and Weakened. Goes on the Entwined Protector, he's gonna receive a slap back. Big dot damage, as you clearly saw. That was quite the munch. Welcome back, Steron. I'm not really in a position to go and chew. Could kill them off. Could consume chaos, but I don't feel like it's needed just yet. So smack him. Good. Shoot you. Ah, right. Hit my own guy, which sucks. There we go. Now, the question is, do I move forward? I guess I move forward by 2. Shoot there. Did we receive the, what's it called? The buff? Yes, we did. So this heals now. Also providing status protection and remove some goodies. But it also heals us, which is huge. Cause some problems there. And then get ready to run Kira on the flank. It's doing decent. Let's see how much damage we're going to take from this one. 2 of those units should die over the end turn. Okay, yeah, sure. Receive 3 stacks of weakened and then die from the misfortune. Oh no. Okay, it's a legit build. It's a legit build. It's working. The dot build is working. I'm pleasantly surprised. Yeah, that's... You're wasting your time with grabbing 79%. No, you just need 1 ring. To build a status immunity ring, you just need 3 tranquility pools, which you can get by finding them across the map or going for the Tome of Transmutation, and you build transmutation circles, and that will allow you to create a status immunity ring. Yes, Snaron. Magic materials give you different enchantment effects based on how many you have. They max out at 3. I'll show you. Yes. It's okay. That's why I'm here. I am here to teach. I am here to provide you with the biggest of brains. Okay, go ahead and eat. Do 146 damage. Holy shit. And just do a 224 damage. And heal for 74. Yeah. Yeah, I think we'll be fine. And you know what? Just do that. I don't think it had decay. I think we had some poison stacks. Oh, let me see. So Poison Needle just provided us with poison. Let me check in here. Poison arrows. No, it didn't have any decay. No, shots of decay. You once dropped a spear with that active spell. Wish there was a way to get it more consistently. Okay, so let me show you. So when you go into the item, into the forge, you go in here, you select any item, and then you click on Show Locked. And Show Locked is going to show you what you need for each effect. Some of these effects will require 2 Void Stones. Infecting will require 1 Archon Blood. Lifesteal will require 1 Archon Blood, so we definitely need to get that. Retaliator, 100% extra damage, you need 2 Focus Crystals. But the one I'm talking about in particular is in the ring section. You want status effect immunity, which requires 3 tranquility pools. It's one of the most powerful items in the game. Fuck Wind Barrier. I really was under the impression that Wind Barrier was the most broken one, but no, it's status effect immunity. Yeah, get this, and then maybe a shirt that gives you some extra resistances, and you're fine. You will not care. So yes, if you plan on making certain specific items, use the Show Locked. to show you what you need for your specific build. And when it comes to rings, the most powerful is definitely status effect immunity. When it comes... Should I just show you guys some of the most broken builds, broken items that you can get in the game? Just quick broken items? You guys want that? You guys need that in your life? Okay. Alright, so let's go with one-handed. Oh, by the way, these are the ones that I found. If you guys have any additional items that you can show or you can share, please do so. I'm not a know-it-all. I make mistakes. I'm human. So, if you do consider something else better, awesome. Okay. So, when it comes to a one-handed weapon, usually you'll want to go for... It will all depend on the build, but usually you'll want to get lifesteal on it. So this, and then anything that gives you extra retaliations, or anything particular that you would want to inflict on the enemy. Yeah, nothing really to write home about when it comes to one-handed weapons. But practically, you would want the lifesteal, because that gives you sustain to your boys, or the infecting, again, if you're going to be turning the enemy to your side. Sadly, you can't have both infecting and lifesteal, so you're going to have to choose on one of them. But yeah, those are pretty delicious. Of course, you can't really go wrong with extra crit damage. Those are also very good. So if you're going for and of course, if you are going for a dot build, you can just add inflict bleeding, inflict burning, inflict poison, inflict frozen is also pretty powerful. So you would want those. The Chaos Eating Spear was the most powerful weapon you had. Yeah. That is an effect that I don't think you can add on your own. Oh wait, maybe you can. Let me check. Yeah, there it is. Consume Chaos. If you want to add Consume Chaos to your weapon, you just require 3 Fireforged Stones. There you go. Have fun. Out of these effects, Provoke is kind of meh, because you can usually get a free taunt from your warrior tree. No, from your defender tree. Never really played around with Execute, so I'm not exactly sure how powerful it is. Whirlwind Strike. I don't think this is considered a base... No, it's not considered a base attack, so you're not going to be able to add on hit effects for it. But yeah, there's your Consume Chaos. So if you want a kind of Chaos Eater hero, there it is. And you can add this on, I think, any weapon. So let's see. Let's see if it's the same for the two-hander. Oh, by the way, these effects also apply to the two-handers. Just saying. Yeah. I think the two-handers are also going to be having some pushback, displace, replace type of abilities, but... I usually don't really need those. Okay, when it comes to the polearm, anything interesting to write home about? Anything extra to add? Let's see. I was always under the impression that there's a unlimited retaliation for polearms, but there isn't. Maybe it's for shields. That might change some builds. Okay, let's go for shield. Now for shield effects, if you're going to be getting some good stuff, you'd think damage reflection is good. Nah. Damage reflection is not really that reliable because you're going to be looking to increase the defense of your tank. So you're looking to get as little damage as possible. Thus, it's going to be having diminishing effects on the damage reflection. You'd rather want to get some of the greater blah blah shield effects. In particular, the best one would be Static Shield, because that practically gives you Astral Membrane on your tank. So each time somebody attacks you, there's a chance that they just go stunned. Or Greater Frost Shield. Has a base chance of 30% to inflict frozen on the enemy. So those are the best ones. Of course, you can also get an early defensive masters, but that means you will not have a polearm weapon, and you would get the charge resistance afterwards. So if you really feel like you need defensive masters now, you can get this. This allows you to be a little bit more aggressive when you attack or when you charge, or it allows you to use a trinket weapon or a wand or a cleanse. So that one's pretty good. And that's that. Those are the three. I would still recommend getting Frost Shield or Static Shield. Those are just delicious when it comes to shields. Okay. Then... Right. The reason why you would go polearm weapon on a defender is that delicious charge defense that you would get for the polearm. Charge defense with lifesteal, with probably lifesteal and maybe some extra crit will do you wonders. Will do you just fine. And I think that's what we're going to be getting on our hero. Okay, now when it comes to ranger units, fuck the bows. Give your ranger a mage lock. When it comes to mage locks, if you want to make your hero incredibly disgusting, you just need to add any effect here, and each effect will increase the base damage of the mage lock. That scales incredibly well with the increased damage passives from the ranger tree. So they're going to be doing some very, very, very disgusting damage. You usually want to prioritize getting a tier 4 mage lock on your boys, but if you are to choose the exact effects to make them unlimitedly powerful, I recommend getting Infecting. Just hands down the most broken thing, because you would one-shot the enemy because of your high base damage and crit chance, and then you would infect them and that would give you a zombie. A token monster that will distract the enemy for a turn or two. So this is gross. And then infecting plus 1 critical hit chance, and you're good. And you're done. If you feel like you have enough crit from other sources like spells, then you could go for a critical hit damage increase. And that's that. That's the best ranged weapon in the game. Infecting plus a crit modifier. And that's that. Frenzy's not good because it's a one shoot per turn weapon. Range is not good because you already have great range from your skill tree and just for having a mage lock. So you're fine. That's that. That's the best range weapon. Again, unless you're going for a particular dot build, but even on my dot build, I'm probably going to be giving the mage lock to my boy. Okay, then when it comes to magic orbs, same thing, to be honest. I think you can give infecting on it. Yeah, just increase damage, put infecting on it, put extra crit, and you'll be fine. You'll be bringing them down. When it comes to staffs, now, with staffs, I have a different build. There's 2 builds that I usually go when it comes to staffs. It's a support build where I take, where I try to buff up the defense that I give to those around me. So I go support regeneration, support status protection, support stuff that will simply add extra defenses. So I'm not going to be using a staff or a ritualist as a offensive weapon, unless I go for Hindering Blizzard. But even then, I would just rather get Summon Spider Monarch. I'm covering I'm covering it with my face. You require 3 Silver Tongue Fruit. This is going to allow you to summon a giant tier 4 spider for 3 turns. It's quite powerful. Until you get that, you can just use Summon Spider or Summon Spider Hatchling. If you don't want to go for summons, just get Hindering Blizzard. It's a nuke that you can use in conjunction with other nukes, so it's fine. There. So again, as I said, well, I guess it's 3 builds, right? One of them is aura defense and support abilities for your units around you. Another one would be summoner staff, and the third would be blizzard nuke. There. Okay, this one I still have to play around with. The skirmisher weapon, the pistol and sword, or the net, or the kunai. I still have to play around with it. Not 100% sure which one would be good, but you can't really go wrong with infecting, and it's probably going to be infecting. There we go. There, sorry. Again, infecting plus a crit chance, and you'll probably getting on-hit effects from the rest of your tree. So that one should be delicious. If you see any other one, maybe with an on-hit effect, maybe cause distraction on the enemy, or just add a lot of dots, could work as well. When it comes to the Dragon Claw, in particular for the Dragon Claw for the Immortal Dragon, you definitely need a Charge Strike War Claw. So always build one of these. It's actually a priority to get this on your dragon. You can add infecting on it, but I actually recommend lifesteal and retaliator damage. So you go lifesteal plus 50% retaliation damage. That's going to make your Immortal Dragon a lot more effective. Simply because it's extra sustain and it's extra retaliator damage, because your dragon will rely on the retaliator strike. Another reason why you're getting the War Claw is for the base damage increase. So you would get... how much would it be? Let's see. 32 damage that scales very, very well into the late game with the other effects. So until you get your hands on that extra retaliator damage and lifesteal or infectious or whichever you want to go for, but all 3 of those will be good. It's a good idea to just get a War Claw tier 4 as fast as possible just for the base damage. For the Eldritch dude, well, I'm sorry, it's infecting. It's infecting with some extra crit. It's just too good to give up on. Now, when it comes to the head and chest piece, it will depend on your build. Usually, a lot of these will depend on your build, but on one of them you get Star Blades, on another you get Attuned Fortune. Your helmet will give you extra accuracy, so you might want to grab that. For the chest piece, you usually can grab the increased magic damage is always good. So if you're going to be having a mage, if you're going to be having a spell, any form of spellcaster, you can't really go wrong with the extra magic damage. This will only affect the magic abilities of your unit, not the overall spellcasting, combat spells and stuff like that. And besides that, you can also go for, if you're into adding dot effects on the enemy, you can also grab the Ignore status resistance. There we go. Ignore status resistance 2 and 4 on your foe. And these two will, I think, stack, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I think you can add the Ignore 2 status resistance and the 4 status resistance. So most likely you're going to be reliably putting dot effects on anything. I wonder if this works in combination with a tank that has greater frost or static shield. Ooh, that's an interesting experiment. Yes, nice. But it says all attacks, and that would be considered a... receiving an attack? It might not stack. Will require further testing. Okay. When it comes to boots, the ones that I usually like are Slippery and Swift. You can, if you didn't manage to add Star Blades and Attunement Fortune on the head or on the chest, you can add it on the feet as well. And in case you don't have a slip away effect from your tree or from another item or from a ring, you can just get slip away on your feet. There. When it comes to mounts, anything that has lifesteal or anything that has flying and mobility, you can't really go wrong with it. And then, of course, for the ring, it's hands down status effect immunity. Hands down status effect immunity. Until you get status effect immunity, you can also go for wind barrier into 2 status resistance. So this is going to carry you until you get the status effect immunity. Just works great on all units. Okay. And then it's a good idea to grab a wand effect on all of your heroes. You either give them... So some of my favorite are Resurrection, Polymorph, Domination, Summon Spider Monarch. Those are very good. If you feel like you just need some extra AoE damage hindering Blizzard, but yeah, just giving them the utility of Dominate, an extra unit. Have you played Age of Wonders 3? Back in the day, statuses were attached to resistance and damage type resistance. For example, if you had fire resistance, it would decrease the chance of being burned. Yes, I did play, and Age of Wonders 4 also had that, where it was tied to the resistance, but then they separated into status resistance. They separated the resistance attribute because it was just doing too much in the game. Practically, you could just counter anything by stacking resistance. So it was like that in Age of Wonders 4 as well, but it got separated in the patch as the game was being developed. Mm-hmm. Right now, resistance simply decreases non-physical damage, which I'm okay with. Alright, and then the final one are trinkets. Trinkets, my precious. You can get Astral Membrane here. Yeah, it's pretty powerful, especially on melee units. Absolutely. Undying is meh. Haven't really found a use for it. But besides that, this trinket can also provide you with a lot of utility. So one trinket that I usually go with is Siege Master Army Recuperation, or Army Recuperation Army Training, or Army Recuperation Army Maintenance. Practically these 4 effects you can get through the trinkets. Especially since you can equip, how many? Is it 3 trinkets? Yeah, 3 trinkets. So 2 of these will usually be something to buff up and regen the army, or decrease upkeep, and a 3rd trinket will be to have an extra effect, an extra summon, and dominate something on the unit. There's also a ring that regens 10% of your HP per battle turn. Right, that is a little bit situational, if I remember correctly. Let's see, can you actually add that effect to the ring? I remember that one. That's from the dragon something. I know you can get that effect from the dragons as well. But no, it's not an ability that you can add. I know that I had that item before. I remember having it as well on one of my playthroughs. I think I was on stream as well. And I think it's an effect from the Dragon Tomes. Let me see. I think you can get it from the Tier 3 Dragon Tome. I know it's very strong on the Defender. The caveat with that ring is that you will only be able to regenerate to the maximum amount of HP you had when the battle started. So if you had just 20 HP, and you start healing above that, it's not... The effect of the ring is not going to be active. That's the caveat. Let's see... Children of the Dragons, Draconian Transformation. Yeah, natural regeneration. This is the effect that you were mentioning. 10% of its maximum HP as temporary HP at the end of its turn in combat, though not more than the unit started combat with. So as I said, if you start off with 50 HP, and you start regenerating above that, this ring will only bring you to 50 HP. Nothing beyond that. So if you do have this, make sure that you start off the fight with maximum amount of HP, or at least above 70%, and that's going to allow you to really take advantage of this effect. I haven't found a way to build it into your items, so if you do get lucky and you find a ring with this effect, or an item with this effect, I think it only applies to rings, it's pretty fucking powerful. But remember that little situation. Don't rely on it when you're low on HP. That was a mouthful. Hopefully it helped you out. Hopefully it kind of explained the build mechanics in with items. And hopefully you're going to be getting some very imbalancedly powerful units with it. But that's going to be it for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed. If you guys like what I do, please hit that follow button. It's going to notify you when I stream. If you want to further support me, also subscribe. I'd appreciate it. And if you're on YouTube, I have multiple guides and playthroughs that you guys can check out. I'll see you guys tomorrow when we're going to be continuing with Age of Wonders 4 and our dot builds, and hopefully I'm going to be focusing more on the game and not so much on explanations. I mean, pal, if you guys ask, I will explain. I'm a chatterbox when it comes to this. So yeah. Oh, and also, if you do have anything to add, regarding the items and stuff, do message me. Or mention it on my Discord channel. If you wish to start a discussion, I'm all for it. And I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one, guys. Bye-bye.